Hello everyone, I'm Santiago, and today I'm gonna be testing PUBG or PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds on the GeForce GT 1030 2GB for FPS monitoring. This time I won't be using cam due to Battle, which is the anti-cheat software this game uses. So in the meantime I'll be using MSI Afterburner instead. And if you enjoyed the content and want to support the channel directly, there are Humble and Amazon affiliate links down in the description. So PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds or PUBG, I'll be doing 1080p, 900p and 720p. To skip none of those sections of the video, check the description below. So first I'll show you 1080p with the overclock GT 1030. I list the core memory clocks down in the description. It's essentially plus 240 MHz on the core clock and plus 430 MHz on the memory clock. That should be it. And I show you pretty much very low settings with shadows on medium and draw distance on medium as well. After that I just lower everything to the minimum to see what frames we get. Then on 900p and 720p I disable the overclock, so we are on stock settings, and I did the same as on 1080p. I show you my 30 FPS or over 30 FPS configuration, then I lower everything to the minimum. And so far what I noticed was, in order to get close to 60 frames per second, you need to lower everything to the minimum and play at 720p. But if you want more consistent frame rates, you'll need to get a better CPU for 720p low settings, which in my opinion is unlikely if you're getting this card. But if you do have a better CPU, just expect more consistent frame rates at 720p low settings or 900p low settings. Other than that, the game won't change that much with a better CPU. The GPU is most of the time at 100%. And remember, multiplayer games are not consistent at all. They're 100% different all the time. I mean, the map is the same, all that kind of stuff, but the players do different things each time, so it won't be 100% a perfect test. I'll try to be as consistent as possible, but I'll just go into the middle of the map. That town that is in there, it has buildings, it has foliage, and there's usually quite a bit of people just running around there, so I thought that was a good place to test it. And yeah, so far I was able to be over 30 frames per second on 1080p, 900p and 720p, but you need to lower the settings quite a bit in order to not fall below the 30 frames per second target, especially on the effects, post-processing and shadow settings. The effects settings, I recommend to lower that first, because when there are many explosions on a red zone or something like that, the game can drop below 30 frames per second with explosions just showing up on your screen. It's a big hit to the GPU, so keep that in mind. And well, about shadows, you have low, medium, high and very high. Well, if you select medium, you get character shadows. If you select low or very low, you get the environment shadows and some flat indoor areas and no character shadow. That's why I tried to get at least medium shadows to get some extra refinement to the game. But if you just want better frame rates, lower everything. And well, textures are on low because anything over that was over 2GB of VRAM usage. But so far, in my opinion, the game is 100% playable. I had a great time testing this game on this card. Of course, you can spend some more money and get a GTX 1050 and get much better frame rates with higher settings, but it won't be that way on all countries. I saw many places where that wasn't the case, but in some other countries it is. So if you can spend some more money, I recommend getting a GTX 1050 2GB. That should be better value for money, but if you have this card, don't worry, the GT 1030 can handle PUBG. Anyway guys, that's pretty much it. I hope you keep enjoying the video, thanks for watching and see you next time.